Rudy here. Welcome to the gold video. I'll go through gold and some ratios and then our ASX gold producers. So for those that haven't seen this chart, one of the reasons, apart from gold being real money, is this chart here. The central banks around the world, the yellow, are increasing their gold purchases and the blue are the US treasuries. So central banks they want real money, they want the gold, they don't want the paper. Okay, so USD gold price on a monthly chart, looking pretty impressive there. Yes, very nice. And you can see this line down here. This is the all-in sustaining costs to produce gold. So you can see here the big fat margins that the gold producers are making. They'll become dividend stocks, or they'll buy other companies. But that's just massive profit going into their bank accounts. That's one of the reasons why we're invested in gold miners, isn't that right? So weekly chart. So again, where we've started a new upward trend channel. So look, even if it came down to 3,600, the trend's intact. Or even if it came down to 3,300, the trend's intact, and those margins are still there. But one of the promising things is if we look at the dollar. This is the DXY. So it looks like they're going to save it. That's actually forming a bullish chart pattern. See declining wedge break on support. So if you were trading this, if it cleared this level here, you'd probably buy it, which is interesting. So that's dollar weakness, dollar strength. But you can see, so this is usually a good game they play. Like if the dollar goes up, they smack gold and silver down. So we've got a story here where the dollar's going up and gold in US dollars is going up. So that's pretty promising. And it's good for us Aussies. I'll get to that. So here's the Aussie dollar USD. So this was it was always forming. This is a bearish chart pattern if broken. Rising is bearish if broken, and downward sloping is bullish when broken up. So that's Aussie dollar coming down, which is obviously good for Aussie dollar in gold. So what we want here is dollar strength, dollar up, and gold up, because then you get this type of kick. But we're getting pretty close to the target here. It's that measured move from here to here and add it to there. Doesn't mean it stops there. It's just a technical thing with charting. You can blow right through it. But I'll just put it there. Well, actually, we'll put it there when we're here. Okay, so some other big news in gold. This thing here, the 60-40 allocation. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's, all the big banks, the JP Morgan, say 60% shares, 40% bonds. That's your long-term asset allocation. Well, the boys have changed their mind to it's now a 60-20-20. So that 40 bonds has now gone 20 gold. So they're now telling their big customers, basically, well, get rid of half your bonds and buy gold. Why are they doing that? This is gold over that 60-40 portfolio here. So since 2020, just buying the physical gold has been outperforming their famous 60-40 portfolio. And you can see here the declining channel break is bullish. So not only are central banks, you've got the big boys telling their big customers, buy some gold. another ratio here for you. So the Dow Jones Index over gold. So that's sort of a, I don't know, another popular historical concept that people play with. But you can see here now it's pretty, so going down, I mean gold is outperforming the Dow Jones Index. So it was confirmed there. So it's gone up in a rising wedge, which is bearish when broken. So that's down here is its next test. So, you know, long term, it all looks pretty good for the for us gold bugs. Right, onto the gold ETFs, then we'll do the ASX miners. So, so this is the GDX in America. I only show it because the GDX in Australia doesn't have this history. So you can see we're taking out, we're up, and we'll go through the underlying, the big boys underneath it. GDX over gold. So you can still, so basically holding gold, you were making more money than holding the miners since 2008. But that trend is changing quite dramatically. So now gold miners are outperforming the gold price. So imagine, and I see no reason why not, why this trend can't continue for the gold miners to keep outperforming the gold price. Okay, so the miners ETF, that's my preferred because it's hedged in Aussie dollars, although Aussie dollars are going down anyway. That's the call I've been making. So it's going up, same as GDX in Australia, it's going up. My preferred one though is GDXJ, which is the one in America. It does hold a number of our boys in there, Evolution, Perseus, Capricorn, Genesis. So we're not lonely in this ETF. And the reason I say that is because I think this is GDXJ over GDX. So I think like the mid-tier gold producers in a bull market will outperform the big boys. So we're starting to see that move. Had a break, we tested support down here, so I reckon that will start outperforming. So that means outperforming the miners ETF as well. I mean they will go up, but you know it's just if you're looking for peak performance. Okay, so these are the big global gold miners sitting in those ETFs. So Newmont. So it's highs here, so it looks like it's just going to walk through there. That's what we call an indecision candle though for the week. Right. But there's nothing, we haven't seen, when we start seeing one of these candles, then maybe start to get worried. Wheaton, so royalty company. God, look at that. Finished, went down here and then bang, finished right on its highs. Franco, same thing, gold royalty company, came down here for the week. See that tail came down, and then I'd say that will be opening up on Monday. Agnico, same thing, came down here, up. So these are just for the chart. This is the perfect textbook, just to sidetrack. Is one of these consolidations, or it's an ascending triangle, but near the 20 M&A. So if you can get it to and then bang off, that's the ideal trading setup. Okay, back to the point, really. Barrick Mining. Okay, so they had a bit of a bearish finish for the week. That's okay. These things got to have a rest at some stage. Well, they could just keep going. Anglo Gold, Kinross. This one's not in the ETF, but it's if you're over there in America, a royalty company, just like those Agnico, but a smaller one. It's not a bad one. You can see that had a bit of a drop this week and right back up. Okay, on to Australia. Rudy, come on. So this is the XGD, so that's the All Ordinaries Gold Index. So great finish to the week, very strong. One more ratio for you. XGD, so Aussie gold miners over the global gold miners. So the global gold miners had been outperforming. It looks like the Aussie boys are building a bit of a base to start outperforming. Okay, on to it. In no particular order, just alphabetical. So we got Alkane. Okay, so a bit of a consolidation going on there with Alkane at those highs. That's fine. Consolidation. Black Cat. Giddy up. So there's that. I know some people were worried down here, but you got there's nothing better than a rounded bottom. I'm sure you all agree. Okay, how's our net zero man going? So he's broken out of the declining wedge. So he's making his move. Now, the thing with declining wedges is they typically do come back for support and then go. And he's still got to get through here. But anyway, he's getting his issues sorted. Capricorn. Okay, so it's poked its head above the trend line, sitting very comfortably there. Catalyst. Well, that's setting up really nicely. If that can keep going, and so 720, if you can get it's because yeah, that's what you want to see, consolidation and then up. And there's one of those declining channels, bullish when broken. Evolution. Yeah, not much more to say. Very nice. Emerald. I was always looking. Had that 3 weeks consolidating. It's fine. Greatland Gold. It's hard without a decent history chart, but it's a big boy, big miner. So I can't really pass comment. Genesis. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. King's Day. Oh, sweaty card. Look at that. What a bonanza. See, there you go. Here we go. See, here's another example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing nothing, getting frustrated. And bang. Wonder what happened. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't. I know I did mention though, I thought they were getting into some silver production at the end of the quarter. But I was advised, and I looked it up. It's not. It's not coming till later, but it's coming down the track. That's good though. Okay, the King, Northern Star. So he's just getting a bit nervous being up here. Yeah, the all-time highs. What's he going to do? It's fine if he just wants to sit there. Consolidate. That's fine. I just for fun, the Northern Star over CBA. Same div. Interesting though, isn't it? So a break here. I'll put a nail in the coffin. I remember I did a video on CSL. This is another reason related to gold stocks. And I said to sell, and anyway, some smart guy said, I said, no, you don't want to buy yet. You wait for a bottom. Go and buy a gold stock. And he says, oh yeah, for a day trade. That's what people think of gold stocks as. Going forward, they're going to work out that they're actually a good investment. Because I think in the day, they've had their bad name. Anyway. Okay, got sidetracked. Okay, ABM, looking fine. Pantoro. Wowza. Hey. Looking fine. Well, these are good entry points down here. Perseus. Okay, so he's got himself above the trend line here. So again, a bit of consolidation, and even if he comes down here, it's fine. Remelius. So above the trend, he's going to start forming a new pattern now. So really, what we want is just some consolidation. Regis up near the highs. RSG. He's looking pretty hot, going for the magic 100. St. Barbara looking fine. Volt above the trend line, looking fine. WAF, anyone know what's going on? West Gold, wow, look at that. We're right at the top of the channel. What a run. Alright, doesn't mean it's the top. Okay, so now onto the small producers. So I was waiting for this one to happen. Auric. See that consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Bang. Anyway. Beacon Minerals. Well, they're consolidating very nicely. Horizon. Yeah, giddy up there. Well, I think also that's the other thing too, is as those big boys have run, there's probably going to be some opportunities down in the smaller end of town, including developers, which I'll do in the next vid. So that looks pretty nice. Kaiser Reef, broken resistance. Mika, yeah, giddy up, Mika. NMG. Okay, so that's looking fine. There's 2-3 cents. It's a shame anyway. And then lastly, not like leastly, so Vertex. So Vertex is looking fine too. So this is actually pretty cheap, I think. So it's just, yeah, anyway. Alright, that's fine, consolidating. Alright, so if you've got any other producers you know about, or something I said wrong, let us know. Otherwise, give us your feedback. Thanks, see ya.